Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Success Your Movement. I'm Nicole Hanselman. Yes, today is Thursday, so we do have our guest. We have Naomi. We've had her for the whole month, through ups and downs. She's been here with us, sharing amazing topics. So I'm so excited. Naomi is ready for us, and she'll be here. So what we're going to do, like we normally do, if it's your first time, this is the drill. I go on my phone and expect you to do so too. Expect is a big word. To do so too, you tag your friends and remind them that we are on. So I go onto my phone too and tag the names that come up. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Because sometimes people forget that we are on, or they thought they might be busy and won't be able to make it, but then luckily they find that they actually can come on. So let's see. Hold on a minute. What have I done? Okay, I want to copy this link first, and then there we go, and share that link. Where else? Yep, there we go. And then I'll go ahead and start tagging. Otherwise, welcome, tag your friends, say hello, tell me where you're joining from. Cool. And then you'll be ready to go. Our guest is ready, she's psyched. Today's topic is friends and placing healthy boundaries. I did an introduction of it on Monday, but today our guest will unleash it all. I hope you have questions for her. Last time people did have questions, but I didn't want to go so deep because it wasn't my topic to tackle. Yeah. Okay, I just tag the names that will come up first. So if you see your name coming up first, know that you're one of the lucky ones. I don't know what criteria it chooses sometimes to tag. But anyway, good. Beautiful names. Happy to be tagging those people. In fact, you're also coming up. It should be somewhere around there. Okay. That is, okay. Karibu sana, Laureen Achieng. Karibu. Yeah, you've started us off na psych. I like that. Very important. Hi, Jess. I tried to call you and remind you. You know, I always do. Hi. Yeah, boundaries are good. We have to have boundaries, and we have to respect other people's boundaries too. Yeah, absolutely. Nice topic. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to invite Naomi. I hope you guys are ready for her. Naomi, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Give me a thumbs up when you've done everything you need. Prepared your cup of coffee because it's gonna be hot. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Yeah, because let's put it this way. It's nice to have friends. It's healthy to have friends. We need to have friends. But at times, we need to know when we are letting them off. We're letting them do some things we don't like. When it's affecting our energy, it's affecting our lives just because we think we've let them loose to do anything to us at any moment. That's why we're saying, you know what? Yeah, let's have friends, but what are some of the healthy boundaries we need to have? What are some of the things we need to do? So Naomi will be talking about this. That's why we have her here. Cool. Let's do this. Naomi, this is your topic to tackle, not mine at all. Hope you're ready. Drum roll. I like doing that.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm seeing people are joining us right now. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. So go on and introduce yourself like we normally do, because maybe there are people who are just joining for the first time. So tell us what we need to know about you and stuff.
Oh, hi, guys. My name is Naomi Omuka, and I'm a social media manager and currently the founder, Rent a Shelf Hub. I am a mother of three amazing, beautiful boys, and I'm also a wife. I keep forgetting that. And yes, I love Jesus and I love people, and I love having these conversations as well.
I know you share so much, and we're so happy to have you. We only have one more topic with you. We'll miss you if you go. We'll miss you
For
so much.
having me. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
So you're tackling friends and healthy boundaries today, right? Before you
Mhm.
do that, can you just remind us what's behind you?
So right behind me is my shop. I call it a hub for online entrepreneurs. It's called Rent a Shelf Hub. It's located in Thika. And
Mm,
yes, it's for online entrepreneurs who are looking at having a physical location, an online presence, and also drop off and pick up locations for their businesses. And also, we help online entrepreneurs coordinate deliveries. And above all, I help all my clients to market their products for free. So if you're a career woman and you're looking at starting up a business and not being so involved, we are the people for you. If you're
mm,
abroad and you're looking at starting up something small, right, back
mm,
at home, we are
mm.
here for you. And if you're technically an online entrepreneur and looking at just having a physical location for your business without spending money, like on the overheads of starting up a business, this Rent a Shelf Hub is for you.
So you found a problem, gave us a solution.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, that's true.
Lovely. So let's get to the today's topic. Why you chose it, what it is about. Just start from the beginning.
On friendships, right? Friendships and boundaries.
Yeah, friends and healthy boundaries and stuff.
So this is a topic that it's very personal for me because I have gone through the share of friendships that were probably full of betrayal or just not working out how I had intended or wished that it could. So it got me to thinking and probably just reading more on friendship and understanding what friendship is all about.
Mm.
And I have categorized friendship into three ways.
Hmm.
And one, I've categorized friends as the party friends or the good time friends. And what do I
Hmm.
mean by that? These are people that they're either the life of the party.
Mm.
There are people whom you can't do without when the party is there. You know, there are people who keep a
Mhm.
party alive and they're the ones who make the party going. They're the ones who are making all the noise or probably doing all the dancing or fixing the punch, the
Yeah,
drinks. They just have
sugar and spice and all thing nice groove.
yes, 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 yes. So this is my first category of friends,
Yeah.
and with such kind of friendships, you technically you don't expect any loyalty from such kind of people
Mm-hmm.
because there are people who would probably date your ex
Mm.
or tell on your business in a group or uh, they're just acquaintances. So there are people who
Mm-hmm.
are available for a certain need, and that's a good time. So
Mm.
what you do in terms of such kind of friendship, don't
Yeah.
share secrets in such kind of friendships because you never know when they're high and drunk, they will probably spill out the beans of what you had shared in person, and they probably might not have the control per se, or they didn't know that they were not supposed to share because maybe while sharing those secrets, you guys were drunk and
Yeah.
they didn't take it as personal as you thought it was. So your
Yeah.
expectation towards them should be very minimal. You either tell them what you think you can live by or don't tell them at all because that's a kind of friendship that you hold together. So you
Yeah.
don't expect any form of loyalty from them per se.
I like
I'm
that
not
you're saying that. I like that you're
Mhm.
saying that because I think, and I like the way you started it off by categorizing the friends thing.
Yes,
Because you
yes.
just said friends, and that's where the confusion comes. We don't know what category of friendship we have with people, and we think that okay, they were meant to keep that secret, or they were meant to
Mhm.
be loyal to me because they're my friends. But maybe they're thinking, no, we're not friends. We're just party buddies.
Yes,
We,
yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes. So
I like.
you stick to what you know best in that relationship, and that's to have
Mhm.
a good time. So have a good time and go your way. You don't have to put so much engagement into that kind of friendship because it's
No,
already categorized to being a friendship that is of good time. So have a good
nice.
time, enjoy, make
Have a
merry
good
because
time.
that's the boundary for that kind of friendship.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You know what? Sometimes, like I'm saying, sometimes we have so much expectation from our party friends, and then they know my job is just to make you happy. My job is
Yes,
for us to go and have a laugh. Why do you want me to
yes,
know about your marriage? Why do you want me to know about your job loss?
yes.
No, I'm the one who takes you out to forget about
So
that.
you go to this person crying out about your husband and telling them, oh, you know, my husband cheated on me and I'm quitting my marriage or this. I mean, at that time, you guys are probably drunk, and the best thing I would
Yeah.
tell you at that time
The
is
first
go
thing that you
ahead.
have, last leave him. Yeah.
Yes, there's so many other good men out here. This friend probably does not know where this marriage mulitoka wapi mukanzia wapi,
Yeah.
maybe people have invested so much into each other. They don't know those details, and they don't need to know because they are your good time friends. So just have a good time with them, enjoy, keep your probably your personal life private, because you might end up telling them and they don't take it as private as you are taking it. You
I
see, so
like
that was the first category of the kind of friends, they're just the party friends or the good time friends. And I'm not saying they're bad people. No, that you
mm,
just
not
lower your
necessarily.
expectations. Yes, lower your expectations and create the boundaries that need to be created at that particular time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So my second category is convenient friendships. And
Mhm.
these are more like colleagues, your church mates, people you go play golf with, the tennis, or whatever sport you're playing.
Mm,
These are even business partners that you're engaging or you've partnered to do biashara with.
mm,
So these people, you are either sharing the same values or interests or goals,
mm,
and you see them all the time.
mm,
But and then there's a connection that is bringing the two of you together.
mm.
So always remember, with such kind of friends,
Yeah.
uh, just because there is a connection, it doesn't mean there is a bond. So you
Yes.
see, they're either with you because maybe Nicole, I choose to do business with you, and your strength is probably with people, and my
Mm,
strength is at the back office. So you see, there's a connection. We have the same interest, the same
yeah.
value, but it doesn't mean that we have a bond. So
No.
the red,
And being your
because
workmate will probably respect you too, but it doesn't really mean that they want to like party with you or do other things, know a lot about
yes,
your marriage
yes.
and stuff like
the
that.
whole the whole relationship is quite transactional, and it's convenient because it makes sense at that time. It makes sense at
Mm-hmm.
that time. So even though you might want to open up to these people or probably tell them your personal life, you can
Yeah.
do it. You can do it, but do it wisely.
Mm.
At the end of the day, just remember that there is a connection, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there is a bond to this kind of friendships.
I
So
like
it takes
that.
a very conscious effort for these kind of friendships to develop, and
Mm-hmm.
it needs time, it needs vulnerability, it needs a lot of selfness, but just know the boundaries. That yes, we can be business partners, but we can't be close people. We can be church
Yeah.
mates. I don't have to share with you my personal stuff. Yes, we
Yeah.
can be at the golf club to play golf, but I don't have to share with you about my marriage or my children or my work or my stress. We
Yeah.
met at the golf club to play golf, so let's do that. And if
Yeah.
at any point we need to speak about maybe our personal life, I need to be wise on what kind of information I'm disclosing to you, because
Mhm.
yes, we are connecting by playing golf, but we don't have a bond as friends.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
You know, some people do say that you go to work to work. That's what's taking you there to
yes,
work. Those are your workmates. Those are not your friends. Go do
yes,
your job. Go
yes,
home.
yes, yes. Just
People,
because
Sheena,
we sit
hi
together from
Sheena.
12 to 8, my goodness, we are not friends. And even if we are friends, I mean, they're
Mm,
colleagues, are your friends. You have lunch with them, you have coffee with them, you
mm.
probably go out with them. But remember, this is your colleague. This
Their
is
work
your colleague.
colleague.
You guys have a work to work relationships. You are connecting because you work together. But there can
Together.
be bond that has not been established due to the relationship that we have at work. So you either be wise and grow it slowly and take time to just discover each other before getting too personal with each other.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sheena, I love your host. Oh, I love Sheena.
Thank you.
Indeed, we
Thank
need to
you.
really
Thank you so
understand the
much.
type of friends we have. I'm learning from this. Absolutely. And I'm also glad I've tagged you on this, and I'm glad you were able to attend this. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to friends. Sheena and I are the kind of people that if we knew you are having a problem, like let's say we've not heard from you for a while, and she'll be like worried about you and trying to find where you are and stuff.
Wow.
But sometimes when we know the kind of friendship we have with people, we know what kind of burdens to take, who are the people we need to, like, at all times feel like we are accountable to, their safety and stuff. But then people, you can't keep on worrying about everybody on earth. You have to establish what are the kind of people you're close to that you need to worry about their safety. Oh, I've not heard from Naomi for a while. Is Naomi okay? Yeah, the people that you need to have in your. Anyway, that's a deep story. Go on, go on.
So my third and last classification of kind of friendship. This is my own, by the way. It's just me. It's the ride or die. It's the ride or die kind of friend. And
Mhm.
allow me to quote John 15:13. It says, "You
Mhm.
don't really love your friend unless you're willing to take a bullet for them." Check it out. Probably it's translated in different versions. So you
Yeah.
see, when this is a person whom you're saying it's your ride or die, it's very sacrificial. And
Mhm.
imagine a relationship that is sacrificial, Nicole. It is a relationship that has been built
Mhm.
over years. If you
Yeah.
take time to build something over years, you
Mhm.
definitely value that kind of friendship because
Yeah.
you know mumetoana wapi, mumetoka mbali. You
Mhm.
guys have been through so much. You're either very close, you're like sisters,
Mhm.
you're like brothers. You guys have
Yeah.
gone through all, you guys have fought, you guys have made up, you guys have gone through the whole journey of friendship. So
Mhm.
this is something that, Nicole, you're going to treasure, and you're going to make sacrifices. These are the friends that they will call you and ask you what's going on. I haven't heard from you in a week. So there's that level of expectation towards this kind of
In fact,
friendship.
those are the
Because,
ones that if you've not heard from them for a day or
yes,
two, oh
yes,
no, that's unlike them. Those
yes,
are the people.
they understand you as a person. They know your
Mm.
mood. Sometimes if they come to your house and they feel like you're in a bad mood, they don't even need to talk to you, Nicole. They'll
No.
help you wash the dishes, help you with the kids, and go have dinner, eat, and go. And they don't even have to ask you what's going on, because maybe at that time they understand when Nicole is in this state, she needs
Mm.
her space. So it
She
has
needs
taken
a
so
space.
much. Yes, it has
Yeah.
taken so much of the two of you to
Mm.
build each other to that level. So you see,
Yeah.
this is the people you confide in when you're in trouble, or
Yeah.
you vent to, the people that you share with your life and your journey. And these are people who don't judge you, or these are people who tell you the truth and tell you off, because this relationship has been built over years, and they know when to respect Nicole's decision. They know when to back off. They know when to intervene. They know Nicole ni kichwa ngumu huyu, mpaka saa ingine nimwambie mara 10 ndo asikie.
Yes. Yeah.
So they understand you because this is a relationship that has been grown over the years.
Over
So
the
they
years.
give value to this.
Now,
It is.
I want
Mhm.
to stop you there. We do know that we have those kind of friends that we've known for years. They're like our sisters, and some really do feel like a sister from a different mother. But even
Yes.
with them, don't we need to place all these boundaries, or you're gonna come to that? Because some of them
Now,
people don't realize that you have me time, that at times that yes, you're my sister, but can I have some breathing space?
yes, and that's what I'm saying, Nicole. It takes years to build such kind of things, because for me to understand you, Nicole, I need to have known you for quite a long time to know that when Nicole says she needs her space, she
Mm,
literally needs space. And that does not make me not come visit you in your home. I could
mm,
probably come, do your dishes, do your clothes, help out in wherever that needs to, or even not come at all. Nicole, when she says, I don't want to talk to someone. I don't feel like
Immediate.
talking to anyone. We respect. So maybe we just want to come to that house and check on you to just know that Nicole yuko sawa, but then
Safe.
she needs space, probably bring groceries to you, take care of the children if there are children in that home. So you see,
Yeah,
it doesn't take a year or two to understand Nicole to this level. It takes quite a long time, and it takes a lot of respect and a lot of boundaries.
I like
And
that.
even for Nicole, while I categorize this kind of friendships and boundaries, I
Mm.
also want to mention that we are all human.
Mm-hmm. And
So
we
our
make mistakes.
expectations towards human beings should be to a
Mm.
certain level. Because
Mm.
even your own sister can disappoint you, your own sister can betray you, your own sister can do stuff that are hurtful to you. So, in
Mm.
as much as yes, we are creating boundaries and friendships, we
Mm.
all need to understand that we are all humans, and humans fail you at any point of our
We
lives.
fail, we make
Yes,
mistakes. Yes,
yes. Mhm.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
really
so those
true.
are
I
my
like
three definitions of friendships, in short.
wow, wow, wow. So, when it comes to building a friendship, they say friends are the gift we give ourselves, or the siblings we never had. So you you meet somebody, and you know that the potential of you getting on, and you're thinking, oh, there is a possibility of a long-term friendship here. So you get to know them, and years starts lapsing. But we know we are human, and we change. Some of us grow, some of us are happy with, in quotes, stagnation, or staying where they are, then they just are in their comfort zone, and they don't want to explore further than that. But you, as a friend, you're growing, you still love them, and you're growing, you're being different. You want to keep this friendship. What are some of the things that you could do to maintain the friendship? Some of those, like, boundaries that you're creating, so that to ensure that you have a proper foundation into a long-term friendship. How do you start establishing those things? I think that's what I'm asking. How do you start establishing that this is my me time? I like this kind of respect. I don't want to lose you as a friend. What are some of the things that we need to practice to get to those
There's something
levels?
something I quoted when I was researching about this. It said you don't have to cut people off
Hmm.
or try and change them, but you can change the way you relate with them. So
Hmm.
just be able to redefine your friendship. If this is how you like things, and this is someone you call your friends,
Hmm.
let them know. Don't make assumptions, Nicole, because
Hmm.
I can be assuming that you want to talk. Yes, you don't want to talk. So
Hmm.
be clear and be firm in what you want as a friend, because this is something we are building, remember. So if we have moved from being party friends probably to not being colleagues, and now we know that this is the kind of friendship that we have,
Hmm.
we've been able to categorize ourselves that this is not my party friend, this
Hmm.
is not my colleague, this is my ride or die, let me say. Some
Yeah.
people don't like that, eh? But yes, if this is your ride or die, you know that this friendship has got to be cultivated, this friendship has got to be grown. And in this growth, we are learning each other, we are learning from each other. Like
Hmm.
when you say that you don't want to talk, explain to your friend that when I mean I don't feel like talking, I mean that I don't even want to talk to you and you are my friend, you know?
Hmm.
Establish I think as Africans, let me use that, we fear being honest to each other.
Yes,
Yet
it's in our culture. We can never, we don't want to disappoint, we don't want to hurt their feelings.
yes, it's not hurting someone's feeling, it's just expressing yourself in a way that they understand that this is the kind of space that you're in. Sometimes
Yeah.
you don't feel like talking, and it is okay, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. So you just find a way of letting your friend know that this is how you like your things done. Or
Yeah.
even you find friendships like, I'm your friend and I feel like I should come to your home and put on your clothes. There are people who don't like sharing clothes, so just be honest with
Yeah. There are
that.
people who don't like their things even touched. They
Yes,
love
yes.
you, they're happy for you to be around, but they just don't want their things touched or moved. But you,
Yes, so let
you
your
know,
friend know. Let your friend know that yes, you're my friend, but I don't like sharing my personal belongings. And if you
absolutely.
feel like there's something you like, let me know. I probably would get it for you on your birthday or on Valentine's, or I'll get it for you. Like if you really like this thing, let me know that I like this thing, and if I'm
Yeah.
able to get it, I'd buy it for you. So I think the problem with most of us is that we just don't want to be honest, thinking we are protecting our friends, yet we are going to harm ourselves. Yes, and
Yeah.
be disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I discovered and decided for myself that, you know what, if you didn't put the boundaries in place from the beginning and you start in the middle, that will affect your relationship. If you're never honest from the beginning, they'll think
Yeah.
maybe you don't want them anymore, or you're changing for whatever reason. They'll think you've been harboring a lot of hatred or something because you've never been telling them. So from the beginning, just tell somebody honestly in a kind way that you don't like certain things, uh, and tell them as they happen. If you tell people later, if that's when you had them, tell them as it happened. Yeah,
And
like
sometimes
when I was doing the introduction on my
people in friendships, you get to grow or outgrow friendships, and it is still
and that's
okay.
okay.
It's very much. I mean, we might have been friends ever since we were young kids, and then I have grown up. Look at me, I'm a different person, chasing different things in life, or I'm walking a different path. It does not mean that
And you
we
are
are not, but probably we cannot be as close as we used to because our paths are different and we no longer
different.
relate the way we used to relate. And that's still fine.
That's
That doesn't
okay.
friend as your enemy, because now that's when you're like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
crossing.
I know. It doesn't mean you're enemies now. It just means
Yes,
that your
yeah.
path is different now.
You
Where
get
you are at.
because you get to hear post or see post people saying I'm crossing 2021 and I'm cutting off, fake friends. No, 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 no,
It
don't roll
doesn't matter.
that way.
Thank you,
It doesn't
sister.
work that way.
I'm gonna tell you, preach, preach, preach. It's no, I don't hate you. I don't
Yes,
hate you. I'm focusing on something different. My energy is going on
yes,
something different, and I have a feeling that you're focusing on something different. And I can see our parts. Like maybe you still want to do the partying and stuff, but I'm thinking now
yes,
I want
yes.
to say for certain things. I don't want to be partying anymore. So no
I
offense,
remember.
I'm not judging you.
I
You go.
remember when I was quitting alcohol, I found it so hard to just tell my friends that I can't hang out with them anymore. And at that point, I thought I wasn't strong enough to probably be in a bar and sit down with my friends and them drinking and me not drinking. So I had to stop hanging out with them. And maybe they kind of took it wrongly and they're thinking, oh, huyu anajifanya ameokoka. But for me, I was chasing my own demons. And at that point, I needed to separate myself for me to just be elevated or to just go a step higher. And sometimes I realized we choose other people and not ourselves. So yeah, I
Ourselves. Yes.
of what they will think about me, yet I'm fighting my demons. They don't know these demons in me. It's not demons in them, but in me. So I need to work on this. And when I was able to, I think that was 2 years later. Even right now, I can sit around people who are drinking and I'd not be affected or even want to take that drink because I have overcome. You get? So you need to choose you all the time. It's not
You need
about
to
the other
choose
person.
you.
Choose you always, because it's you who knows what is within. If you feel like when you hang out with these friends, all you do is gossip and you don't want to gossip, stop hanging out with these friends, because
Yes.
you're not going to stop gossiping. It's not going to work for you. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. No, you're just choosing to do better for yourself.
For
Be self
yourself.
be
Yeah.
self-motivated.
I realize when you come from a point of love, when you discover love in yourself, then you make better choices. You choose things
Yes.
for you that matter to you. Keep on doing things to please your friends. Your path right now is not about partying anymore. So it's okay for you to say no, to use your voice and tell them, no, I don't want to be partying anymore right now. And if they can't respect that, then you're like, okay, I can't hang around you if you can't respect that. I don't want to be doing that anymore. So let me concentrate on this. Because like you're saying, it's a demon. You're fighting every day. You're choosing every morning to go
Yes.
through that path. Every morning you have to make that decision that I want to be a better person. I don't want to do this for myself. I don't want this for myself. So you don't want that influence, that negative influence in your life anymore. So you don't want to keep on faltering. So you have to protect your bubble, and you're making those choices to protect your bubble. You're not necessarily saying I'm judging you for your life. I hate you for choosing that life. No, you're not. It's not about them. It's about you and your journey and making better choices. Yeah,
Because
I like that.
even with energies. I remember I shared this with a friend of mine. There's a time I felt like she had such bad vibes every time I made conversations with her, every time we met.
Yeah.
I just felt that she had bad vibes ongoing. And I
Yeah.
had to just separate myself from her. And I understood where she was coming from because
Mm.
she was also battling her own issues in life. And it was okay. But because I wanted to protect myself from
Yeah.
that bad energy, because every time we engage, we're either getting into an
You,
argument,
you,
and
it drains
not
your
someone,
energy.
yes, it's not someone that I would love to lose as a friend. So I thought it was best that I get myself out because I could see that's the energy she's bringing my way, and I
Mm.
didn't want it. And I didn't want to get involved in that energy. So I stopped talking to her, I stopped communicating. I actually just literally just shut off from her. And when I think it was months later when she was, I think, in a better place and she engaged me, I told her, you know what? You had such bad energy that I wasn't in control over. I was in control over my
So,
decisions towards engaging you.
yeah.
Yes, and it felt such a relief to just be able to, and we are good friends till now, till to date. She's a good friend of mine. But at that point, it didn't seem like she was a good friend, like there was something off about her vibes, and there's so much bad energy surrounding her, and it was
Yeah.
it wasn't just working for us. And
Yeah.
so I didn't cut her off, I just separated myself because I am in control. I am in control. I have the power over this, not her.
Not
So
her.
maybe I would, yes,
Absolutely
so
not
maybe I
her.
would have gotten into, oh, to argue and fight, and then I lose that friendship. For what? For what? Yet
Yeah.
I know she's a good person. It's just that maybe she's going through something that she's not able to deal with, and she's the only one who can deal with it, not me. Even no
You
matter
know
what I
what?
do.
You know what? When you're
Yeah.
in what I want to call a bad place, when you're in a bad place, when you're coming from a bad place, then you will attract that in your life, and those are the people you'll be
Yes.
hanging
Oh
around with.
yes. Oh
Because they
yes.
make you make yourself happy, and you can wallow in that life and mourn about life. You're in the same vibe. You are vibrating at the same level. So
Yes.
when you come, like you have a problem. Oh, I'm going through this. Oh, let's go and drink it out. And it's funny that time you have a laugh. It's nice. And then
Mm.
you both know that maybe you love shopping to forget about your problems. So you'll go and do all this retail therapy and have a laugh, and it's nice. And at that time,
Mm.
you make each other happy. But when you decide to deal with your life in a different way and actually deal with the root cause of problem, then you're taking a different path. And now you start noticing some things about your
Yeah.
previous life, or whatever you guys used to do. You become more aware of some of the things. You're like, oh, did I actually do that? Did I actually find that fun? I got myself into debt. I got myself into financial problems because I thought maybe it was okay every time drinking and buying new clothes so that we go out and have a laugh and stuff. But no, I can't afford this. No, I can't do this. So when you start coming out of this, you start being aware of a lot of things. And the more you become aware, the more you know you can't hang around that person and do the same things you are doing. And then they think
Yes.
it's something against them, but it's not something necessarily against them. It's something you're running away from the past. Not
Mm.
maybe running away, but actually you're trying to come out of that past, and you
Out of
can't be around
yes.
them. And every time you're around them, you don't want to be around the morning. You know better. You know now you're in control of your life. You want better for your life. You know the things you can do. But when you're around them, you start noticing that, oh, so you nani alifanya nini? Oh, mona si nini nini. And you're like, I used
Not
to
again.
do that. I used to love that.
And Nicole, I tell you, there is nothing as beautiful as just being in control of your life. And I know, I mean, God is always in control of our lives, yes, but just having your own identity. So this
Mm,
identity is not because there are people who are doing this. It's not just a wave for you. So
mm,
so you're just being intentional about everything you do,
everything.
left into your life. I remember for me, with friendship, I didn't have any control, Nicole. I would let anyone and anything come into my home, and yet your house is your sanctuary. This is
It's just
supposed to be
that you don't have boundaries, you don't have
yes,
choices, you
no,
don't have
no,
preferences. Anything
and
comes. If I'm
You're the
an
same person,
man,
person who calls others fake, yet you have not dealt with yourself. Because if you're in control and you have the powers, you would be
Mm.
in control of who gets to your house, who gets to know your business, who doesn't, who do you vent to, who do you
what
when when you're healed from within, or you're healing from within, you're always in control of what you do, what you say, who you engage with, and it doesn't make you a better person, or it makes you a more special person than others. No, no, no. You are just in control of everything that you do in your life. You're very intentional. Okay, you've been invited to a party. You get to ask yourself questions. Do I really want to go for that party? Why am I going to that party? Why am I spending 5,000 bob to attend a party, yet I have bills to pay? So when you ask yourself such kind of questions, you are probably able to just say, no, I can't attend this party. And you have
no. You can
reason.
use your voice. You know what to say yes to and what to say
Yes,
no
yes.
to.
It's
You're
not
not
just
always a
because
yes person.
Yes, it's not just because people around you are telling you, no, we need to go to that party. It's cool. It's
No,
gonna be
we know
fun.
we don't.
No,
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 we
no, no,
don't. Oh, no,
no,
what
no.
value is it
No.
adding to my life right now? Why do I need to do? Am I hiding from something that's why I need?
Yes,
Do I just want to go there so that I've been seen that? Oh,
yes. Oh, that I missed
I'm
out.
for on my party.
Ah,
Hey,
pana, pana. You see, so
for the
once you have
label.
the boundaries, once you know the type of friends you have, even Nicole, I'd say even for something as sensitive as a sleepover for your children. You see, if I'm bringing my son to your home, I don't know your values, I don't know what you uphold strongly. You could be a parent probably who is not really concerned about the welfare of your children. Maybe the house help takes care of them, or people around you takes care of them. Yet to me, I'm very personal. Like, I need to know, what is my son looking at on the phone? What websites is he checking out? Am I checking the history? Who is he talking to? Who are his friends? Stuff like that. There are people who are probably deeper. And then I
Yeah,
bring my son
I'm the
to your
laid
home.
back kind. I'm the laid back kind. I teach you the values that I expect of you,
Yes,
and I
yes,
expect
yes,
you
yes.
to
So I
make.
bring my son to your home, Nicole, and then I start saying, no, Nicole anafundisha watoto wangu tabia mbaya. Hello, you chose your son to go for a sleepover to Nicole's home, and
Yeah.
you, as the parent, should have known the values Nicole upholds. If they don't rhyme with your
Oh,
values,
mm,
something is going to go off, and Nicole is not fake because of that. It is
yeah,
you. It is you who's not making a sound decision. It's you
yeah,
who's not being intentional. You're having expectations towards Nicole's home, you get? And
yeah.
those expectations are supposed to be to your home. So,
I like that you're saying nothing but the truth. We have to
yes,
face the truth. We have to face our demons. We're not going to change if we don't want to face the truth. The truth is
yes,
we are at fault. We keep on blaming and making excuses for things, but we are at fault for our choices. When you have to know your values first, and then if you want your kids to be like an example of kids we are using right now, if you want your kids to be going to like your house, your friend's house, know what your friends are posts and stuff before
yes,
you let your kids go there. If it's
yes,
something you don't agree with, then you have the choice of saying, okay, I love you as my friend, we got on so well, but I'm not so comfortable, or I wouldn't want us to have that kind of
yes,
sleepovers and
yes,
stuff. In fact, I'm not a
yes,
sleepover person. I really don't like those things much. Before we have a sleepover, we have to have a good discussion. Most of those
yes.
sleepovers, nothing really good comes out of them. Most of them, not all of them, but I'm not much of, I'm not keen on
Even,
that.
even Nicole, even with I see a lot of conversations, especially with women calling each other fake. I have actually outgrown, because I come from that point, of calling my friends fake. For
Mm,
me, I feel like fakeness starts from you.
mm,
If I'm calling you a fake friend,
mm,
what has gotten to that space that I feel like you are fake?
mm,
Probably you're expecting things that your friend can't give you at that exact time. And
mm,
then you're thinking, Nicole wasn't there for me when I was mourning.
mm,
Probably Nicole was mourning her own things or going through
People
her
have
own.
their own things, especially
So,
now, like every
yes,
single
even
day.
even even worse things than you're imagining, and you're just calling Nicole fake. You're calling Nicole fake, but you are busy, posting on social media, telling people that, oh, we don't have real people. One, you didn't establish the boundaries, Nicole.
You didn't
Two,
establish the
you
boundaries.
don't know what kind of a friend Nicole is to you, for you
Mm,
to be, because I know that if Nicole is my true friend, like the ride or die, she
mm,
will have understood me to an extreme whereby if
mm,
something has gone off, they'll either address it. Najua Nicole, mi nikikosea Nicole
mm,
ataniongelesha. She'll come
mm,
outright, straight up, and tell me, Naomi, you did me wrong.
mm.
So I don't expect Nicole to go talking to other people about something I did wrong to her. They'll come address
Yeah,
me.
and address me.
If
Uh,
Nicole is a friend,
we got you saying Birmingham culture is very common, not healthy. As parents, you are responsible for your kids, no one else. You're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your kids. You need to love yourself, you need to know your values and boundaries and stuff before you check on other people and call them fake. We've allowed that fakeness to happen, like Naomi is saying.
yes,
You've allowed
yes.
it to happen. You've allowed it to happen.
And I
Accept it. We
think
make
as you
mistakes.
point, Nicole, as you point one finger at others, four fingers are pointing to you. Four fingers are pointing to you. What did you contribute towards that
Where's
friendship?
that thing?
Mistake. Is it that you did not know your boundaries towards this friendship? Is it that the two of you have different values that you are upholding?
Hmm.
Is it that that friendship is not working because you guys just connected but didn't bond? As in,
Yeah,
there's so many things to ask yourself before you call someone else fake. It's either you don't know what you're doing in that situation and in that friendship that is
yeah,
making you call the person fake. Because I mean, why are you calling someone else fake? Yet you might have contributed. By contributing, I
yeah.
mean you
You know
made a
what?
wrong.
I've been applying, and it happened not so long ago as well, where somebody came to me with something, and my first question was, have have we spoken about that person? You and I, have we spoken about that person before? No. Why were they comfortable telling you?
Yeah,
So that was my
yeah,
first question before I got to the root of it and understanding where they come from. First, I was like, why were they comfortable? Why would they skip so and so, all those people that are
yes,
really closest to
yes,
me? Why would they skip? Because they're people that everybody knows, that my friends, that are close to me. Why would they skip and go all the way to Naomi? How did you leave all those 20 other people to get to
yes,
all, you know? So
yeah,
why were they comfortable? So once that's when people realize, oh, be be keen, be aware of why sometimes people are comfortable telling you things. I do know that people I want to tell things because I feel like we have that relationship where we can talk about this to that point, and we can talk about this thing to that point. I feel comfortable, and I hope that I can trust you with that information at that time. If whatever you do with that information, I have no control over it. That's your
yes,
responsibility. If you thought you can,
yes,
because sometimes we do want to talk. Sometimes I don't know that to blame it on genes or something. Maybe we can say maybe it's just human nature. Sometimes we do want to talk, and I might get to you, Naomi. Maybe when you're going through something, we bump into each other when you're going through something, and at that time when it's happening to you, you feel like, okay, this is the best person at this time to talk about who is available. So you'll be like, okay, I have this kind of little connection with Nicole. Okay, let me tell them, oh, actually, I've had a bad morning. This happened to me, blah, 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 blah. But at that time you shared, you just wanted to share it with somebody. You didn't necessarily think that, okay, anything will come out of it. But what I do with that information, whatever you told me, it's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility.
that's
So
true.
I think we just need to learn to understand. Okay, human beings make mistakes. They'll make wrong choices. Just decide which ones are your responsibilities. Which ones you can control. Whatever somebody else does, you're just wasting your time and energy calling them fake.
That's
At
true.
least that's how I see it at the moment.
That's true. friendships are not easy, Nicole. Friendships are things that are built over years. Some of us take these things so lightly, you know. I meet you in a club today. I share with you about my life history. I share with you about my children. I
Mm,
share with you about my husband. I share with you about stuff. I
mm,
share with you about so much, and
mm,
I barely know you. I barely even know who you're about. I don't even know who I'm
mm,
sharing this information with.
mm,
My
mm,
goodness, friendship takes a lot of time. Friendship
mm,
takes trust.
mm.
Friendship takes trials. Friendship takes
Struggles
a
and
lot
stuff,
of things to.
suffering.
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
let me say, like, let's call this true friendship. Let's talk about, let's separate it and say true, authentic friendship comes from all that. So we'll
Yes.
understand that when you talk about friendship, they'll be like, okay, Naomi, I'll talk about, yeah, we talked about that. But that doesn't mean that you're like friends. But true, authentic friendship is what you're on about, where it will have taken years, it will have taken suffering, it will have taken trials and all
We
those
have
things
taken
to build it.
trials too. Some people think friendship is just, a landslide. No, Nicole, it takes trials. I am human. I am bound to fail you as a friend. I'm
Mm,
probably bound to gossip about Nicole, and yet I am your friend. I mean, and this is the way of life. It doesn't mean that when I am your friend, I can't fail you as a friend. Like I can't hurt you as a friend. Yes, and this is it. Just takes like when I've hurt you.
mm,
What measures did we take as friendship to ensure that this doesn't happen again? So it
mm,
takes a lot of work to build friendships and to get to a point whereby we're able to trust each other with our own lives, probably, or even take a bullet for each other. And then also another thing, Nicole, is in this life, what you give is not always what you receive. Sometimes you don't get what you give. I mean, one thing I've come to understand, Nicole, is for me, I'm naturally a giver. And
mm.
I struggle with this so much because sometimes in my giving, I felt like I gave. So, I mean, see,
Sometimes you give too much, but you get a little back.
yes, they'll probably, give back to me at some point, and I'm like, ah, yeah, yani me, I sacrificed all this for
Mm,
them, and
mm.
it's my turn now, and they can't do nothing. So I choose to
But I'm
hurt
sure
me.
now you know better.
Yes, and then someone told me, you know what, Naomi, this is your God-given gift. You can't do nothing. So accept that this is your gift. Accept that when you're giving, you're not giving because you're
In
expecting anything
return.
in return. No, you're just giving because you're able to, or make someone
Yeah.
life better. And
For
it
my
has really helped.
giving, I got an awareness as well about my giving. I am a giver and I give a lot, but I realized something I never knew is that I wasn't a good receiver. And
Mhm.
it's a very deep thing. You have to
Yes.
allow yourself and heal yourself to be a receiver too. And sometimes giving too much doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you are born generous and a happy giver. And
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes from a lack or something you've not dealt with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to allow yourself to give and to be happy to receive too, and remind yourself that, yeah, I am a receiver too, and I'm happy to receive, because that's the how nature works. That's how God works. It's all about giving. God doesn't really need your 10%. You're a Christian, that's why I'm
Yeah.
using 10%. That's that God.
Yes.
Who said God really needs your 10% of your 10, Bob?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really need it. But that's how nature works. It's all about giving and receiving. And so, if you're a giver, you have to heal yourself and be able to receive too. And if you're a receiver, you have to heal yourself so that you know why you're not a giver, because there's a lot of strength in giving. There's a lot of reward in giving. So yeah, it's just
Mm.
meeting that in the middle and knowing why you are inclined in this and not on the other. That's how I found myself anyway.
And you also can't give from a point of emptiness,
Yeah,
or give from an empty cup. Sometimes, even as
yeah,
givers, you
absolutely.
need to feel yourself to be able to give. And I find that sometimes when you're a giver, most of the times your friends are expecting also way too much from you. And when
From
you're not
you,
giving,
because they know
like,
that's your nature.
yes, yes,
Start
yes,
feeling
yes.
bad, mbona hawa wanipatiangi, mimi napatianga
Eh,
tu.
ama Naomi ako nayo na hanipatii, and maybe at that time hajui hauna, they're always expecting that you give them. So, and you see, if even as a giver, you're able to have conversations with your friends around you. Like, yes, there are times that I can't give anymore. Like for me, I literally just shut off, Michelle. I shut off my phone. I get off social media, and at that time, I just feel like I need to, regain back everything. Yes, and recharge. And sometimes there are friends who don't understand that, Nicole. And I've gotten to a point whereby it's not about them. Kitambo, I would explain to
It's
people, oh,
about
you don't
you.
want to, go off because I was taking care of me. Nowadays,
Mm,
I don't explain. My
yeah,
goodness, if you are
yeah, you
close
don't.
enough, you would
Can
understand
you
that
tell? I'm seeing
she's shut
Carla's
off.
joined us. Everybody who has joined us, karibuni. Tell us where you're joining from. Tell us your name. Hata tunaenda kuimaliza na hata sijakaribisha
I
tena.
know.
Today we're talking about friendship and healthy boundaries. A very good topic. We are learning so much. We're learning so much. Share your stories and your experiences, what you know, what has worked for you. Sometimes we try placing these boundaries and it affects us negatively. So tell us your own story. I know for me, when I started placing boundaries, uh, they just start falling off. And then when you're a giver, when you stop giving, because sometimes you give, like you can't give from an empty cup. Sometimes you
Yes.
give and you don't even have anything else to give. You're just
Mhm.
about to give your soul, so you have to recharge and give us something we don't realize is that we use a lot of energy. You
Yes.
burn out energy, so that's why
A
you need
lot.
to recharge. Yeah, you have to come back and go back to the source. Go back to the source and recharge. You're bound to get colds and flus and stuff. You're bound to
Yes.
go to that low point. You have to recharge and look after yourself. That's why we emphasize about self-care. When you're a giver, you have to go back and refill your cup. Go back and refill your cup and look after yourself. So when what I was trying to say is that when you place boundaries, from my experience, is that people just started disappearing.
They
When
do.
you place
They
boundaries and
do.
they're like, "You're not giving anymore." Oh, you wanted to be that giver that no, I can't right now. It's not about you. It's not that I don't want to give you, but I have to, there's things I have to sit down and go back and just rearrange some stuff. I might have thought I was doing things right, but maybe I wasn't quite aligned to my
Yes.
destiny, to my goals. So I want to do something here first. Relax, relax. The giving hasn't totally disappeared or whatever. So yeah,
So,
interesting.
wow, you've said something very interesting. Once you start taking care of yourself, I tell you, there are things that just align themselves, and you start asking, Aya, Connie, what was I doing? I get a lot of calls and messages, and guys are asking me, oh, you got married. Oh, you even had babies. Oh, you even moved to Thika. How come we never saw this journey on Facebook? And I'm like, I don't need
Yeah,
to share this
sometimes you
journey
don't need
with you.
that.
You should actually know that's the place that I have put you, because the people who needed to know about this journey,
New.
they know, they are
Mm.
aware. And it doesn't mean that you're not my friend. I just chose to keep my family life private. And I don't need to explain anything to you, because this is what I used to do, and now I've given you that entitlement. I was posting my pregnancy 3 months. I mean, when my babies were 3 months, and guys were like, "Oh, congratulations, babies are coming!" And I'm breastfeeding at that point, and it was really funny. But for me, it was like, "Oh wow, this is so huge that I was able to even keep my relationship quite
Yeah.
private." It
Yeah,
has helped me
private.
so much. and
Yeah.
and and a while back, I would have thought that I needed to update people
Mm.
about my relationship, yet I don't have to. I mean, there are people who practically don't even care about who you're dating, who and as in, it's a non-issue for them, but you're making them have power over your life. So
Yeah.
these boundaries, actually, they truly have helped me as a person to just be able to know who it is I'm bringing close to my life, and how close am I bringing, because even the close people, because I know they're humans and I'm not going to expect way too much from them. You see,
Mm.
even these close people, how close am I to them? Like, what am I revealing? There's some
Mm.
things I probably don't have to share with them, and it doesn't make them not my close friends. You
Yeah.
see, I tell you, it's as you progress, one step after the other, you realize, oh my goodness, I have so much peace, Nicole. I have so much peace. It's unbelievable. And unlike unlike before, I would get into so much, gossip, phone calls, people calling you, telling you, oh, you said this, you did this, or this was done. And I haven't gotten that over, I think, 4 years. Like you
Mm,
said, and did, and this happened. And
mm,
I'm not saying that they probably don't happen at one point. They do, but they're not as much, because I have protected myself way too much. I value my peace way too much. I
mm,
know what I want for a friend. I know
mm,
what I want for a colleague. I know what I want for a business partner. I know what I
mm,
want for a man. I know what I
mm.
want for children. I know what I want. As in,
Absolutely.
everything in my life
Absolutely.
is currently very defined,
Mm.
very intentional. I just don't appear in a party at all. There's a white party, you need to dress this way, you need to take this much. I'm like, no, I'm not attending that one. I was recently called for a Rura show, and a very good friend of mine, I'm telling you, someone I truly know, and I count her as a friend, but I had just started my business, Nicole. I can't get off my business to go attend a Rura show, no matter how important it is in life. You see, and I find it, by the way, after that phone call, I was like, hey, Naomi, you've really grown. As in,
Oh,
hey,
you know, proud of yourself.
yeah, I was like, wow, good girl. And then I say, this is her important event, and my
Yeah,
business is my important event. So I
yeah,
need to choose me over someone else's important event. And it doesn't mean that actually we are not friends. No, they are my friends. But at that point, I needed to choose myself. So guys need to be really selfish about this. They need to be intentional. They need to be very strong in choosing themselves and not the
yeah.
other person. It doesn't mean that you're selfish.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I like it when you're here. You share so much. I don't know whether there's anything else you wanted to cover, but I'll do a reminder on something that I discovered worked. Because when I was doing my life coaching journey, in my courses, there was all those about planning how to place boundaries and stuff. So it's something important that life coaching is not something that I did that. Oh, okay, I want to do life coaching, so I coach people. It was more of my own journey, and sometimes you sit with yourself, you know you're capable of more, you can do this, you can do this, like, why haven't I?
Yeah.
Where does my time go, my finances, the resources, what happens to them? And you sit down and you're thinking, I can do more, I can be more, you just sit down and are thinking, why? So for me, that's why I started the journey. And when I started the journey, I could see the changes, I could see the development and stuff. And yes, I learned about boundaries. And this is what I learned that I want to share about boundaries. Hold on a minute. Nation Amate. So with boundaries, with boundaries, I did share it on Monday. I'll repeat. If you didn't watch it, you can go back. You need to inform people as they happen. Whatever, whoever they are, whatever level of friendship you have with those people, whether they're your co-workers, whether they're your whatever they are, you need to deal with things as they happen. Whether it's a remark that you don't like, somebody's remarked about your scar in your face, you don't, oh, you have a mole in your face, whatever it is, if you don't like it, because you understand your values, you know the things that saps your energy, the things you don't like, all those things, you understand yourself and you've learned to love yourself, you just tell the person, inform the person there and then that you don't like whatever they've said or whatever they're doing. You touch my clothes, you move my clothes, say, okay, I'm happy to host you, I like you being around, but please do not touch my clothes. Please do not try my clothes or something. I can see you're busy for a minute. I can mute you. Let me mute you, then you deal with whatever. I've muted you. Yeah, so you can speak. So, yeah. So inform the person, say it in a like blunt way. You don't have to put any emotions to it. Just tell them, you know what? I don't like what you're doing. I don't like you saying that about me. I don't like you touching my stuff. You can say it with no emotions at all, just like you would say the sky is blue. You can just say the sky is blue. Nobody go like, wow, the sky is blue. Nobody does that. You just say sky is blue. So you inform the person that you don't like it. That's how to place boundaries. Don't wait tackle it there and then. If you tell them later, they might not understand what you're on about. They might not understand the settings that caused them to say it. They might not remember the details of that. But if you tackle it there, then they understand, oh, actually, why did I even say that? They think. So tell them, inform them. And if they don't do anything about it, they continue, that's when you request them to stop. You request them, tell them, I'm asking you, I'm requesting you to stop doing that. I don't like you saying that, whatever it is that's happening, right? And if they still continue, that's when you tell them whatever consequences you take, what will you do? You demand them to stop. I demand you to stop. If you don't stop, I'll walk away. If you don't stop, I'll ask you to leave my house. If you don't stop, whatever it is. And if they still continue, this is when you take action. If you're gonna leave the room, you tell if office setting, you tell them, okay, I'm going to leave, and you leave. It's your house. Okay, I'll have to ask you to leave my house, or I'll call the police, leave my house now. Whatever it is, deal with things. Okay, maybe police and stuff is extreme depending on what's happening. But if it's somebody who keeps on touching your clothes and stuff, you don't like it, it will annoy you, it will sap your energy, you know yourself, you understand yourself. Take action. If you take action, then they know to do better. So next time when they want to come to your house, they'll be like, okay, Nicole, I want to come to your house, but I know you don't like me touching your clothes. I won't touch your clothes, I promise. That's how you develop a strong relationship with people around you, strong friendship with people around you. But if you're going to do it down the line, they won't understand why. They'll start like, oh, may change, and then it will affect your friendship. Let them understand from the beginning that when Nicole learned, you can do anything, but don't touch her clothes. Simple. Don't understand that. Yeah. So that's how we deal with things and understand things and how to deal with boundaries. And guys, tell us how you deal with your own boundaries. Tell us your own story. Share. We are about to finish. Just tell us whether you've learned something new and stuff. And I would like to remind you. I'll remind you now. I'll be honest with you now. When you start placing boundaries, you will lose some friends. Yeah. Or they'll have to reflect, come back to your life. And you have to make peace with that. You really have to make peace with that. They won't like it. And if you're going through a journey where you're self-discovering, when you're going through your cocoon period, there are people you don't have to have with you. They don't have to come to that journey with you. It's nothing personal. You don't hate them. They're not your enemy. Just because you can't do stuff with them, it doesn't mean that you're enemies or whatever. Make them understand that whatever they do with that information is not up to you. That's them. If that's how they're going to treat that, that's not your responsibility. That is not your responsibility at all. Always deal with yourself, have control over your life. How people are dealing with things, whatever you tell them, it is not your responsibility at all. So yeah, thank you. I think that will be it for me. I don't know that Naomi has still got some stuff she'd like to share. Naomi, I'm putting you back on. Hold on a minute. That didn't do it. Oh, okay, there we are. So I don't know that there's anything else you'd like to cover and finish up.
I think I've said it all. Friendships takes time and trusts and boundaries. As in, I think I've said it all. I've said it all, Nicole.
You have.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now you're trying to tell friends, lost ones and future ones that it's nothing personal. If you are going through a growth, we know we have so many demons to deal with. You don't know our childhood. Some of us had very difficult childhood, childhood, and we are still trying to heal from that. Nobody told us that adulthood will be easy. Those things that we never.
Nicole, adulting is a scam.
It's sad and it's a scam. It's a scam, absolutely. We need to be to Peter Pan life and just stay little forever. So yeah, we're still dealing with things. We know we can do better. We know some things failed us, but we can't make excuses and keep on and blaming whatever it was, whether it's for our childhood. You don't have to blame all. You don't have to blame what life brought on to our way. We don't want to keep on blaming that, but we want to take control and deal with stuff. So we are doing that. And if it's going to affect you, we are sorry. We apologize in advance. Sorry. If you want to be part of it, if you want to see what the future outcome is, yeah, come and enjoy the journey. Let's grow together. Let's learn together. But if I'm becoming your enemy just because I can't do some things with you anymore, that's not my responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not our responsibility at all. Thank you, Naomi. Our next topic is digital
Thanks for having
marketing
me.
with you.
For having
Ready?
me. Guys, please like Rent a Shelf Hub on Facebook, Rent a Shelf Hub on Instagram, Rent a Shelf Hub on Twitter. If you're an online entrepreneur, get in touch with us. We'll be able to have discussions on how we can create awareness for your brand and, most importantly, your brand. If you're looking for a source of encouragement, go to my Facebook, Naomi Omuka. If you're looking for some love and humor, go to my Facebook. I'm always trying to make life better by encouraging someone out here, or even just bringing humor on my social media pages. Thanks, Nicole, for having me. Now, Penda
Yeah,
Sana.
always nice having you. We still have one more. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes,
Digital
yes,
marketing affects us one way or another, so I believe we will all benefit. I don't think you have to just be a digital marketer. You know, in a
yeah,
way, there's so much to learn, and you never know, it can benefit you in future, or you can help a friend or family who is struggling. You never know. So come and join us. We learn digital marketing, something that Naomi can do sleeping. So come and learn
yeah,
from Naomi about digital marketing. Come and learn, come and learn. Remember, Rent a Shelf Hub, it's in Thika, but
yes,
it's a digital market. So it doesn't, she's physically in Thika, but it's a digital market. So if you have anything, contact her. And if you don't understand it, contact her,
yes.
ask us, and learn. So it's Naomi Omuka. Join us next time. Join us next Thursday. But we'll have to warn you in advance. We're changing our time. We've spoken about it loads and loads. We've asked you what you think at the best time. Nobody's suggesting anything yet, so we've taken charge. We're changing our time. It will be evenings because most mornings people are struggling, mothers with children getting them ready, so it will be evenings. So yeah, thank you guys. That's it for me today. Until
Thank you,
next
Nicole.
time. Thank you, Naomi, for your
Bye.
time. Bye, more
Bye.
love. Bye,
Mwah.
everybody. Thank you. See you again. I'm seeing somebody just joining us. It's a little bit late. We're gonna tell you thank you and bye. Yeah, do watch back. Paul Sana for missing. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now at least for once we've had somebody supporting the evening. Yeah, we were thinking about 9 o'clock your time, I think. Oh yeah. But evening will be much better. A lot of us are struggling with the morning thing. Evening we are more relaxed and laid back and stuff. And Santini, I hope you've enjoyed today's topic. I hope you liked it. You can suggest more topics you'd like us to tackle. On here we tackle any topics because we want to live successful lives. We want to live them in our own terms, but we know what the general umbrella, what it entails to being successful. We said it from the beginning on this platform that it's when you talk about success, people think about finance and stuff. It's not about that. Everything needs to be in alignment to work together to a better good. We start with the little things, little choices, little adjustments here and there, little habits here and there, and they all add up to something. One day you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I like where I am now. I like the journey I've had. So we stop making excuses of where we've come from, what we've had. We just want to be better and better and improve in every way. We want to improve in our friendships, like you see. We've talked about all different topics. So yeah, do suggest something you'd like us to tackle. Otherwise, Kwairini na Santeni. Bye for now.